So this box is in 2-point perspective and it's above my eye level, just slightly. So I'm going to start with putting my string down on a piece of paper that represents my eye level. From the bottom of the box, measure where my actual eye level is. It is at about 2.5 inches. If I make a mark on this piece of paper about where I want this box to, like that bottom edge of that box to start, if I then place this under here at about 2.5 inches above this eye level, so then you can just pin in Now I'm going to start with the corner of this box, and it's about 2.25 inches. And remember to use your whole arm and draw your line straight down. This is the corner of this box. Now I'm going to figure out the cone of vision. So how far of a distance is one vanishing point to the other vanishing point? So this is a 2-point box. Both sides are going to vanish to vanishing points that fall on my eye level. My cone of vision falls on my eye level. So how far apart is that? So to figure out your cone of vision, you can measure, and I'm just going to use my string. Now, the nice thing about this being super close to me is that it's not going to make it very far apart, because remember that the distance you are from the object has a direct effect on how far the vanishing points are from you. So this is really close, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to draw in a 1-to-1 scale again. And I have from here to here. If I just loop this and double it, so I double that, that is my cone of vision, because it's distance from the station point, the person drawing, to the object, times 2, times your scale on paper. My scale on paper is 1. It's going to be a 1-to-1 scale. We're keeping it simple. So here's my cone of vision. So I'm just going to set that aside for a second. And now I'm going to figure out where to place my first vanishing point. My station point. So I need to stand right in front of here. Just to have you understand, you take this and line it up with one of these angles. Once you figure out that angle, I take my finger and I set that down here, so that was that same angle that I saw, and I just use my sighting stick. Then I can pin that down. Then if I take my cone of vision and lay it down on my eye level, I have that all set up, and I can figure out how to finish the box. So now I'm going to take a string and put it on this side for this side, and I'm going to take another string and put it on this side. When you do that, make sure that you're putting your strings on the cone of vision line, the pins for the cone of vision, not the line for the eye level. They're on the same line, but remember that your cone of vision and your eye level are different, because you just randomly set that eye level up there to mark where the cone of vision needs to be placed. Okay, so now I have this figured out. I can lay this down. And use that string to guide where to place where to draw that in. Okay, so I have my sides figured out. I'm going to guesstimate where the sides should end. Now, if looking at this, this is a little bit closer on this side than on this side from where I am standing. So when I am doing this side, I'm going to see a little bit, this is going to look a little bit shorter than this side is going to look a little bit longer. So I'm going to look and decide what it looks like to me. Draw that line down, make sure that it is straight. Then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Now, once you have that figured out, you can finish the rest of the box by this going here and this going here. So I'm going to do that now. One other thing I want to point out is that this distance is never going to be greater than this distance because it's getting smaller as it goes further away. So that is another way to check to make sure that your guesstimate is accurate. So I'm going to finish this. Now, to finish the rest of the box, I'm going to divide. To make this into the Rubik's Cube, I'm going to take this line and divide it into 3 equal parts. And if you are struggling with making it even and making sure that they are equal, this would be a time to measure it, especially in the beginning when you're getting used to doing this. But you want this to be equal because otherwise it's not going to look right. So now that I have that, I can use my strings again. To draw these lines back. Okay, now once you have those 2 sides done like this, you're going to draw a diagonal from this corner to this corner, up to that corner. You'll want to do this really lightly. I'm doing this pretty dark so that you can see it right now. And then where you have these intersections, just like the 1-point box, that tells you where to draw your lines straight up and down. And you'll do the same thing on this side.